guys. So just got in from the rain. We are definitely into fall right now. So today I'm not going to be going outside. I got 2 awesome adventure days outside this week, and now it's time to just get that fitness done in the gym. So I'm heading down to Anytime Fitness where I normally work out, and I'm going to be doing a back workout. Also going to be hitting some abs pretty hard today. I meant to get some yesterday, but I just ran out of time. And yeah, so I'm going to mix it up with some different ab exercises, play around with some things I normally do, throw in a few twists. We'll see if I can do some filming for you guys. If not, I'm definitely going to be showing you some of my meal prep for this upcoming week, all fall featured recipes. Welcome fall! Alright guys, so for today's core workout, you will see no crunches. Now, core strength is one of the key things to developing and building athletic base. Now, that's important not just for athletes, but also for everyday people trying to gain core strength. Now, when I'm talking about core strength, I'm talking about it in terms of our rectus abdominis, our internal obliques, external obliques, erector spinae, latissimus dorsi, our transverse abdominis, iliocostalis, and your multifidus. So these are the muscle groups that make up the big, overwhelming core strength. So in order to efficiently target your core strength, you need to choose exercises, and choosing a variety of exercises, which you'll see me going through here in this core workout, that target those muscle groups effectively and efficiently. Now, these exercises vary based off difficulty. Obviously, they can be a little bit easier or a bit harder. These side twisting planks are a bit more advanced. Hip drops, again, a bit more advanced. If it's too much for you, you can always just hold a side plank for your 20 to 30 seconds, depending upon your ability level. Again, a little bit more advanced here, but complete all the exercises at your ability level for the best results. Now, this is one of my new all-time favorite exercises. Now, I've been working with my pull-ups for quite some time and I feel pretty good about them. This was the first time, however, that I tried to challenge myself by keeping my knees up, challenging the core, and trying to complete a close grip pull-up. Now, more advanced would be to go with a bit more of a wider grip, engaging the lats a little bit more, but very, very fantastic exercise. If you are at this strength level, give it a try. Now, this last ab exercise is a bit more on the advanced side, and you want to make sure you have your safety parameters set up with it first, making sure your hand's on a nice stable source. I used a stool that I found at my gym. You can set up risers if you want, or grab a bench and bring it over. Making sure that you're nice and sturdy all the way from your wrists up into your shoulders, and then dragging it in and out. One thing I did do was add a 10-pound weight to the rower so that I had to pull in a little bit of extra weight, make my lower abs work a little bit harder. Good morning, guys. So I just woke up and I went outside. It's a little bit chilly, so I just went out to take Mika for a little bit of a walk before I head to work, and I looked up onto the mountains, and you can't see it from inside. I wish I had brought my camera outside. I'll try and get a clip of it later, but we've had some snow in the mountains and it is making me a little bit excited. So it's kind of funny. I don't know, you kind of get this sense, usually around midway through September, you know, the air starts to change, the leaves start to change color, and you kind of get this like little itch that says ski season is coming. And naturally, a few days ago, I went into London Drugs and I bought a few magazines. So those, oh, I can't flip my screen around. That's too bad. I'll show you guys this way. So I got 3 little magazines here. We got Powder, 2017 Best Ski Gear Review, and Free Skier. Bring on the stoke. I'm stoked for ski season. And you guys are definitely, kind of as the few months go on here, you're going to be getting a bit more inside look into my life as a skier. I'm a ski coach in the winter. I also enjoy kind of pushing myself on the big mountain, you know, getting those thrills that I used to get from ski racing through, you know, going off and doing some challenging lines, hitting some challenging terrain, whether that be cliffs or trying to go for speed. Always trying to push myself on the snow, so I'm getting pretty pumped. I looked up at Mount Garibaldi, which I'll show you guys later, hopefully, and it is snowy, and it's just like, bring on the snow. I didn't get much of a summer this year anyway, so not that concerned about it. I mean, it's over, right? Tomorrow's fall, so whatever. It's been fall in my books since it started raining, so I'd much rather have snow versus rain. So I'd like to just skip through this wet season and bring on the powder. Hey guys, alright, so for today's fall featured recipe, I'm going to show you guys how I made these pumpkin spice mini protein donuts. Pretty pumped on these. So I made them last night, they're all done here, but I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the ingredients that went into it. So for my base, obviously using some unsweetened canned pumpkin that you can find at any grocery store. Just make sure that it's not the pumpkin pie filling, because that's filled with shit and we don't want that. So just the unsweetened pumpkin, canned pumpkin. So 3/4 of a cup of that. 2 scoops of my favorite protein powder, which is the Magnum Quattro vanilla ice cream. So 2 scoops of that. 1/2 cup of rolled oats. 1/4 cup of egg whites. Also, donuts tend to have a bit more of a spongy kind of texture to them. So in order to kind of mimic that in these donuts, I tossed in 10 almonds to my mix. Now, I mix everything in a blender. If you have a Vitamix, that's the best. I don't, so I usually go a little bit more rogue using my magic bullet to the best that I can. It takes a little bit more time. And it grinds through it a bit, but it works out. Dash of some good old vanilla, teaspoon of cinnamon and ground ginger, and then I also threw in some Liberté 0% plain Greek yogurt. Yeah, so a little bit of baking soda, baking powder, and that is going to be everything that you need for your base. You're gonna mix everything together. Then I put it into, here. They're still a little bit dirty, I'll show you guys. So this is just a mini donut pan. Now, I have been having the hardest time ever trying to find, put that back in the dishwasher, donut pan. So I used to have these heart-shaped donut pans, and I feel like I got them at Winners, and I cannot for the life of me. I keep checking in at this specialty cooking store here, and they keep telling me that they're gonna get the donut pans in, so until I can get my hands on a proper donut pan, I'm gonna have to make my mini ones for now. But the good thing about the mini ones is that it doesn't take as long to make. Now, obviously, the recipe calls for a lot more ingredients of what you need in these little guys. So I also made some pumpkin loaf. There's my pumpkin loaf looking all tasty. I should probably actually put that away now that I put icing on it. So whole thing of pumpkin loaf and a bunch of mini donuts is what that recipe made. Now what's on top of it, you might be asking? Well, again, using my handy dandy magic bullet, I concocted a kind of butter, cream cheese, vanilla icing. So the base for the icing, I use the Tofutti, which is a milk-free cream cheese. I used about 1/2 a container of that. And then I used probably about 1/2 cup of the Liberté Greek yogurt. And then probably quarter cup of my stevia in there just to give it a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of vanilla, and then one of the things that I like to use are emulsions. This is a baking emulsion. This one is butter. So I add just a little drop of this. You don't need much, and it goes a long ways. Another one of my favorite spices, which is very trendy in fall right now, is my gingerbread spice. Probably not going to focus in there, but sorry, gingerbread cookie by Flavor God. So I did put a bit in there, and then also that's what I sprinkled on top of the donuts to give them a little bit more of a kind of sugary topping to them. So once my loaf and my donuts were cooled, I then put the icing on them, put them in the fridge, let them cool, and yeah, then you basically just enjoy it from there. And they are delicious. Look at that. So good. Yeah. Let me know if you make them. They are delicious. Last thing too, I didn't mention it, but another way to make these taste a bit more pumpkin-y, I do have a pumpkin spice baking emulsion as well, so I did add a little bit in there. I forgot to mention that. Sorry. I have made them without it though, and it's fine, because obviously the natural pumpkin and the sweetness that you put into it gives enough of a taste to begin with. Alright guys, happy fall week 3.